Back to another album review. Today's review is on Emotive by A Perfect Circle. This is the band's third album, and all but two of the songs are covers of various anti-war songs. The album was produced by Billy Howerdel and executive produced by Maynard James Keenan. It was mixed by Andy Wallace, engineered by Critter, digitally engineered by Steve Duda and Matt Mitchell, and assisted by David Maddox. The album was released on November 2nd, 2004 on Virgin Records. There is virtually no change in the band's lineup for this album, with the exception of James Iha jumping on board as an official member. Now let's talk about the songs. The intro to this album is Annihilation. This is a cover of the song by Crucifix. The next track is Imagine, which was released as a single on September 28th, 2004. The original version was made by John Lennon. Aslan Chanton was on piano and strings for this track. After that is Peace, Love, and Understanding. The original version was made by Nick Lowe. Charlie Klesser did the programming for this track. It is also the second and final track to have Paz on strings. Next up is What's Going On. This is a cover of the Marvin Gaye song. That's also the second and final track where Charlie did the programming. Up next is Passive, which was released as a single on January 18th, 2005. Apparently this is a song that was initially intended for the band Tapeworm, which was a side project that Maynard James Keenan started up in collaboration with Trent Reznor. They also got a bunch of other guys on board, but their album never came through. The Lost Media Wiki has an entire article about Tapeworm's album. On a side note, Az is on piano, while Danny Lohner was on guitar and bass for this track. The song received a music video. There's a link in the description. We followed up with Gimme Gimme Gimme, which is a Black Flag cover. Keep in mind that Black Flag is a punk band, while A Perfect Circle is more art rock. So of course this cover has a lower BPM compared to the original version. Danny was also on bass for this track. That's followed up by People Are People, which is a cover of the song by Depeche Mode. James Iha was on keyboards while Twiggy Ramirez is on bass. Right after that is Freedom of Choice. The original version was made by Devo, and this band knocked it out of the park with this cover. The following track is Let's Have a War, which is a Fear cover. This is the last track where Danny was on guitar and bass, and the second to last one where Josh Freese is on drums. The track after that is Counting Bodies Like Sheep to the Rhythm of the War drums, which was released as a promo single on September 28th, 2004. Apparently this is another song that originated from the Tapeworm project. It's a shame that Tapeworm's album fell through because I would have wanted to listen to it. This also has Josh Eustace on drums and Rhodes piano, while Jason Freese is on the saxophone. The second to last track is When the Levee Breaks, which is a cover of the song by Memphis Minnie and Kansas Joe McCoy. It's also the last track to have Josh Freese on drums. The outro for this album is Fiddle and the Drum. The original version was made by Joni Mitchell. When researching this album, I read that it peaked at number 2 on the Billboard 200 and in New Zealand. It was also certified gold in America and Canada. The album mostly received positive reviews from critics. It's just that AllMusic gave it 2 out of 5 stars. So there's no reason not to call them out on their bullshit. Besides, I also called them out for bullshitting Shinedown. Now for my thoughts. I think this is a good album. It's not as good as its predecessors, but it's still enjoyable for what it is. It's a shame that Tapeworm's album never got released, and I don't even know where the recordings are. Supposedly, an entire album's worth of material was recorded, but nothing has surfaced. The two tapeworm songs are on here kind of give us an idea of what the album was supposed to sound like. Maybe the album in its entirety will surface someday, but only time will tell. Overall, I recommend checking out this album. Now's the part where I question you. Have you listened to Emotive? If so, what do you think about it? What's your favorite song from it? What other songs do you think should have been covered? Do you think Tapeworm's album will get released someday? Well, let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to press the notification bell to notify of future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with another review.